Somerset finish as runners-up in the LV County Championship for the third time in their history after racing to an innings and 148-run victory over Worcestershire in Taunton, with Abdurrahman taking his tally of wickets for the match to 14. Somerset started the third morning on 451 for 7 with a big lead of 239 already under their belts, and Nick Compton continued to make the headlines, advancing from his overnight 114 with yet more boundaries. By the end of this innings, he'd amassed 1,494 runs at an average of 99.6. Worcestershire may have gone down, but in Alan Richardson they have one of the bowlers of the season. He trapped Alfonso Thomas in front for his 57th championship wicket of the season and the 500th of his career. Abdurrahman then swung him to the fence to bring up the 500 for Somerset. Before the Pakistani then took on Moeen Ali, but sliced his big hit to Alexei Kavesi. Compton naturally carried on and reached his 150, running a little like a frightened gazelle to get there off his 317th delivery. He's done everything possible this summer to earn a place on the plane to India this winter. Now he has to wait for the call. Had his captain not declared after this shot and given Compton a chance to score just 6 more runs, then his average for the summer would have been 100. But Marcus Trescothick called them in at 512 for 9 for a lead of 300, Compton finishing on 155. Worcestershire had just under an hour to bat before lunch, by which time they'd lost Philip Hughes, who nicked behind to give a delighted Peter Trigo his 50th wicket of the season, the first time he's achieved that. He's a very popular man. After his 9 wickets in the first innings, Abdurrahman was unsurprisingly on early, and in his third over, he had Daryl Mitchell caught close in to record the 5th 10-wicket haul of his career. An early finish was on the cards when Thomas nipped a ball back sharply off the surface to trap Neil Pinner in front after the break to leave Worcestershire on 50 for 3. The game was already lost for the visitors, barring a miracle, but Moeen Ali and Kavesi wanted to end their season on a high. Neither of these youngsters will be overly happy with their summers with the bat, and it's always nice to head into the winter with a good memory or two. But Ali's season ended when he cut Craig Overton to Trescothick, who took a very sharp catch in the slips. Anish Kapil was out to a perler from Abdurrahman in the first innings, and he got another one in the second too, to be bowled for 2. The overseas star was loving every minute now, and wicket number 12 in the match soon followed, Brett D'Oliveira the next man to be bamboozled. Injury and a loss of form has meant that Kavesi has missed a lot of cricket this year, but he is finishing the summer in a promising way. He hit Overton for 3 fours in the same over and generally looked in sound form. His season is ending rather prematurely. The total read 124 when Worcestershire lost their 7th wicket. The shocked reaction from the slips tells you all you need to know about the brilliance of Arul Sapaya's catch at mid-wicket to remove Ben Cox. 2 balls later, Kavesi ran Steve Kirby down to third man for his 8th boundary, bringing him his half-century of 65 balls. An important member of this Worcestershire team, how they could have done with him at his best throughout the summer, not just at the end. Of course, Abdurrahman hadn't quite finished yet. He had Chris Russell held at leg slip for wicket number 13. And after Thomas had bowled Nick Harrison off the inside edge, the left-arm spinner took his 5th of the innings and his 14th of the match. Trescothick able to take catches like this one to remove Kavesi for 76 in his sleep. Abdurrahman received the hugs for figures of 5 for 36 for match analysis of 14 for 101. With Worcestershire all out for 152, the margin of victory was an innings and 148 runs, and the 23 points accrued by Somerset means that they'll finish the season in 2nd, a great achievement for them. An 8th defeat for Worcestershire sees them finish at the foot of the First Division table.